On this episode of The AutoArchaeologist, we're looking at not just a Gran Coupe 70 Barracuda, not just a 1970 GTO Judge, but also some big block Novas and Buick GS Convertible and a few other items. So keep watching. Oop, I'm in the mud. Oop. Okay, so here we are. My friend helped me beat down some of the grasses and weeds to look at these two cars. 1970 Plymouth Barracuda Gran Coupe and a 1970 GTO Judge Ram Air car. Well, they were all Ram Air cars, but that one I was able to pull a picture of the cowl tag, and I talked to my friends at PHS, and that is a real GTO Judge. And the Mopar VIN tag on this one does show it as a Gran Coupe. Oh, that grill is so awesome. And show you real quick. Unfortunately, the weeds here, a little bit bigger. We couldn't knock them down easy enough, but oh, here we go. You can see right there, Gran Coupe. And then I'll show you the back. So the back side's actually the worst of it. But here, the Judge is, I mean, it's rough, but it's not terrible. Oh, let's see if I can scoop past. You can see up there, Ram Air on both sides. Ooh. You can see someone had the Judge sticker on the nose. But yeah, this thing is, okay, one door. I don't know what happened here. Is that primer? You can see most of the interior is gone, but still pretty neat. Rear end still in it, or at least a rear end in it. You can see a little bit of Bondo. Yikes. Just a little bit. And over here we've got the Judge. Coming over, here's the Gran Coupe. You can see the tail panels taking the worst damage. But it's absolutely able to be saved. I mean, it needs work, but oh, I'm stuck on the tree. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. You can see it's had some questionable bodywork before. And it's on top of another 72, like Barracuda or Cuda. Oh, what's we got? Oh, 8 3/4 rear end. Nice. And if it was still there, there would be a Gran Coupe emblem where the keyhole would be. Looks like the gas tank's out of it, thankfully. Looks like, oh, and over there is, I'll see if I can get around later. But the car right behind me, ow! Right here is a 1969 Chevy Nova SS 396 car. I don't remember if there's two next to each other. There's one here, which I'm showing you, which you can see the interior is complete. Post car. But right there is the money shot. Oh, come on, there we go. 396. I forgot if it's this one or this SS 396 Nova that has the engine. Like I said, he said not to open the hoods because he didn't want me to bother anything. But yeah, one of these has the original engine in it. You can see right there, 396. But yeah, some pretty cool cars. And then here's a Ford Galaxy. And then, is it this side that has the gold Camaro? Maybe it's the other side. I think it's the other side. But there's a gold 69 Camaro that we think is a Z28 car originally. But we have no hard evidence. But I'm making my way there, and we'll see. Okay, so right there is the 1969 Buick GS Convertible. I'll make my way around, but over here is the gold 69 Camaro. It has a X11 on the fender, on the cowl tag, but otherwise it doesn't look like a Z, but it has like a Z28 spoiler on it. Got Oldsmobile rims on it. Oh, actually, I don't think this is really a Z28. It's just got a lot of weird parts, but here, I'll show you real quick. If I can get it in there. Ooh, come on. There we go. You tell me, do you think this was a Z28? I don't think so, but we're going to go see one here in a minute. Oh, and there's the Buick right there. And then over there is the Cuda, and the two Novas are right, come on, right there. So some cool stuff. When I first walked up on this part of the yard back in 2014, the 69 GTO Judge was in the same row as the 70 and the Gran Coupe, just on opposite sides. Now things have dramatically changed. You can see now that a lot of the cars, they're grouped together instead of in rows, but in like little conclaves to keep them kind of dry because of the ground being so saturated with water and mud. That's why, if you saw in the video, I fell in the mud partially, but that's, what goes with the game when you're hunting old cars in the spring. Lots of rain, lots of mud. But the fact that most of the more important cars are off the ground. Yeah, the big block 69 Novas, they're currently sitting on the ground, but it's dry where they're at for the most part. You can see here, both of them are in view. They're pretty much okay. The GTO Judge, that one's safe. The Cuda, or the Barracuda, is safe. You can see here how it used to be. This is the way they were arranged back when I was there in 2014. And then they were still that way up until about 5 or 6 years ago, the owner said, when that part of the yard started really getting flooded. So he started moving some stuff around to make sure that the more desirable cars were out of the water. Like I said, the Novas, they will be moved. I have no doubt of that. But who knows when that's going to be. I know in the last 2 years that I've visited this property that there's always been water. But I mean, that's always the case. It's on the far side, you'll see there's a stream that runs past it. It was actually part of the New Deal. The government had crews come through and dig ditches and canals and all that so that the farmers had better waterways to water their fields, which I thought was very interesting. Unfortunately, the Buick GS was in pretty rough shape. Even that, yeah, it's a 16, I think, 9 Buick GS convertible, but they're not super desirable. I mean, I like them. I think Buicks and the Oldsmobiles were the top quality A-body muscle cars, but trying to restore one, is it worth it? Probably not. The Judge, though, that's worth saving. The Barracuda, that's worth saving. And I'm happy to see that in the over decade that I've known about them, not much has really changed with them. Yeah, they're a little bit more mossy, but for the most part, weather has been fairly kind to them. Like you saw in the video, the Judge doesn't have an engine. The Cuda does, but it's just a 318. It's not a big block or anything like that. The Novas, one of them does have the engine. The other one does not. The other one's a postcar, one's not. The Camaro, as you can see, is in really rough shape. So, is it worth saving? Probably not. It's not an SS. It's not a Z28. It's good for parts. Here, hopefully, in the future. Hey, Automotive Adventures. I hope you enjoyed that little video from my friend's yard. How crazy is a 70 GTO Judge in a 70 Challenge, or a 70 Cuda, or Barracuda Gran Coupe, 2 big block Novas, and a Buick GS Convertible, all in a little pile. Still blows me away all these years later, because I documented it obviously once before, or a few times before, but still, it's hard to believe that places like that exist today. And right now, I'm in Wisconsin. My family has a little place in a campground. We have a camper up here on Lake Koshkonong in Wisconsin at Lakeland camping ground. And unfortunately, they close for the season next weekend. And so it's like open for 6 months, closed for 6 months. So I'm out here finishing up, cleaning up, winterizing everything because next weekend we're done. So sad. But that's why if you ever see like Wisconsin stuff going on, a lot of Wisconsin, I'm usually up here and I'll base out of here for a few weeks and do stuff, which is a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm trying to think. I got nothing really going on right now other than McCacken. We're full steam ahead on Muscle Car Corvette National map planning, vendor locations, car locations. A lot of cool stuff. I got a few little things going on, but basically this little period between closing and McCacken is my little respite before all the crazy. But let me know what you think. Did you enjoy the video from the yard? I got a few more coming up, and then we go into Subvember, where I try to put out really, really crazy content to really push it. Because if you guys could subscribe and share this, that would be greatly appreciated. Because it doesn't hurt anyone, doesn't hurt you, doesn't bother you, doesn't cost anything, but it helps me keep the lights on, figuratively. But I'll talk to you all soon. You guys stay safe.